welcome back to my channel. This is Rosalina from Let's Plan About It. Today I'm going to be working on my catch-all spread for the week of February 2nd to the 8th. I'm going to be using Kellofaplan Happy Valentine's Day, and then I'm not sure if I'm going to be bringing these in, but just in case I went ahead and pulled it out. But 2.0 currently for Mojo Jojo Plans, and oh, I guess that was in there. And Plan the Plans also by Mojo Jojo Plans. You can use code Rosalina10 and that will save you 10% off Mojo Jojo Plans, and that is an affiliate link, so I will earn a small commission if you do decide to shop through that link, and I always appreciate anytime anyone does. So let's go ahead and get started with the plan with me. All right, so typically what I do is I always make this like a little functional spot. That's what I've been doing. So I think I'm going to do the same, but I am going to bring in one of these cakes. And I think I'm gonna take, or do I wanna bring a big bow? I was thinking I could do boxes here with like a big bow, but I think I'm gonna do the cake. I'm gonna do my initial idea. So I'm debating if I wanted to do this one here or this one here. I think I'm gonna take this one here. And let's see, get this up a little bit more. Let's get this about right there. And then I'm going to start bringing in some of my boxes. Are these the only boxes that we have? They are. Okay, so I need to be a little mindful on that. What if I brought this double wide box? I've never, ooh, that will work. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm going to lift this up a little bit, and that kind of takes care of this little section. Here I just put anything like additional that I don't have like little headers for, or something that doesn't necessarily need to go on a weekday, but I want to go ahead and get it in my planner. So that's what I like to use this box for. Yeah, I think that's really good there. And maybe I could put a header box. Let's bring this color in, and this will just let me know what that section is for. And I might even bring in some lines. We'll see how I feel about that, but maybe I could bring in one of these little flowers, maybe like that. Yeah, that's super cute. And I don't want to get too crazy on the deco, but let's maybe bring in this present here, and that kind of just like fills up this space. I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I probably could have brought that down just a little bit more, but it's okay. That is totally fine. And then I want to, what if I brought this bow? I just realized, I didn't think about it, but this book doesn't have any quotes or anything like that, which is fine. I think I'll be okay without a quote. And then maybe I can bring in how about we just bring like 2 of these little envelopes, just kind of like that. That's cute. And then I'm just gonna cover up that 4 and that 5. I never really use this section. If anything, I'll like add boxes here, but I feel like I don't know, I might be speaking prematurely, but I feel like I don't have too many boxes to use since I only have one page, so I don't want to do that if I don't have to. Let's see. I think I want to bring in like one of these little drink looking things, like this little martini looking cup here. I think that is super cute. Maybe let me cut that. Sometimes I tend to overcomplicate things when I work on my spreads, so the goal for this week is to not do that. That is the goal. We'll see. Will it happen? I don't know, but we're gonna hope so. And then I want to bring in like these little cherries, like that. Cute, cute, cute. And how about one of these strawberries? Let's do this strawberry here. And then maybe I could take like one of these butterflies and we'll get that there. And I can probably bring in like one other little element. I'm going to stick this box down here. And then we'll bring in another header box right here. And I'm gonna lift up this. I was just thinking I probably should have started on the right side, but I didn't realize that I was kind of low on boxes, but we're gonna make it work. It is going to work just fine. And I'm going to I'm going to change the headers on those really quick. I'm going to stick that one back. And then I'm going to jump onto the right side before I do anything else with this side. I think I'm going to put read here. I kind of like switch off what I'm going to put on this section. I cannot find my tweezers. Oh, they're right there. I always switch it off, but I think I'm going to do read up here, but I want to take a decorative element. Maybe I can do, what if I did like this heart? I know it's a big heart. Like that. It's gonna cover up Monday, but that is cute. Maybe I could do something smaller. How about this little postage stamp? That's still gonna be too big. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go with my initial decision and go with the heart. It's gonna cover up the Monday header, but that's fine. That is totally fine to me. So let's get read here. And I mean, I'll still know that I can, you know, put something there. I always put bullet points there anyways. Maybe I could just put a bullet point on top. Will that look funny? Maybe. Let's see. I'm gonna do it anyways because you know what? It's my planner and I can do that. So I am going to do it. Let's see. Let's take this color here. I always like to put bullet points here. I'm actually going to swap these out so it makes more sense and they're not too similar. These two, they look extremely similar. You have to like really focus on it. So I have clean here. Maybe I can put something decorative there. Maybe I can bring this floral in after all. Like that. Yeah, that's cute. All right, that worked. All right, this side all worked out. So I'm gonna jump onto the right side before I continue to do the left and get like too carried away. So I'm going to bring in what I know for a fact I want to bring in because I will forget or I will like it'll be too late for me to do anything. So I want to stick those there for sure. I want to get this little bear and I'm just going to kind of work my boxes around these stickers. Maybe I can get him to sit flat on the line here. Like that. Super cute. We have some of these little butterflies. I want to bring in some of these florals too. I like these little roses. Maybe I could put that rose there and then maybe I can have that one here. No, I don't really like where that one's at. Anytime stickers have butterflies, I'm going to use them because I love butterflies. Absolutely love them. Okay, so that is, I feel, a good starter. I'm going to bring in one more cake. Maybe we could do this one, and this one can go all the way down here. Oops. This one can go right here. Okay, I like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start bringing in these boxes. So first things first, I think I am going to bring in a big box here on Monday. So I'm gonna lift this floor or this little rose up, and I'm going to get this one here. That was extremely crooked. I think the page is just too far for me. Okay, I'm not sure if that really looks better, but you know what? We're just gonna say it looks better and we're gonna call it good. Do I want a box with it? I could have a box with it. Yeah, let's put that box. I'm so sorry, sticker. Oh, it's ripping. Okay, I'm not gonna rip from there. I'm gonna rip from under here. All right. Sticker ripped a little bit. It's okay. I don't think you can see too much. All right, so I got that, and then I'm thinking of bringing some bullet points. So I think I'm going to bring in these bullet points here. And I think that should be good because then I have my writing room. So I feel pretty good about that. And then I think I will, let's see, maybe do something like this. So get them here and it'll kind of like overlap the 2 days, especially since I took up a lot of that room. I think that looks pretty good. Then I'll probably bring in 2 more bullet points. Let's bring them here on Friday. I'll just do 2. Then I'll bring another big box. Let's do this big box. And let's get this one here on Sunday. Okay. Then Saturday, I am going to just kind of cut this box down. I don't need like a crazy long box for Saturday, but I just want to get a box that I can have in case I need it for anything. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to put this one back in the sticker book and then just cut off that little strip of color. Like that. And I'm going to try to match it up as best as I can. Okay, yeah, like that. And maybe I can add another header box in case I need it for anything. I will bring in like 1 or 2 for Thursday. Those are different, right? Yeah. Maybe I'll just bring in these 2 just in case. Just to make sure I have something there. I'm gonna bring in a to-do header here because I have them on the other ones. So might as well do it for that one as well. I'm gonna keep this as my to-do list. And it just fits so perfectly. Love that. Okay, so function, I'm good for right now. So let's see what else I can bring in because I love these stickers. They're so pretty. I really want to bring in this big bow. I just need to be mindful where I place it. Maybe I'll hold off on this bow. I will hold off. I will keep in mind my function. Let's bring in this little envelope. I know I can bring this somewhere. Maybe like here. Then we have this little stamp, which is so adorable. Put that there. What if I like layer? This is too big. I'm gonna get in a smaller one. Not that one. How about this one? I'm gonna lift up this rose really quick. just so I can make sure that this envelope is like on top of it. Yeah, that's so cute. Then I have this little floral here. I have this swan that I wanted to bring in. Is that just too busy if I have it up there? I was thinking about having it there, but I think I want it here. I don't know why. I think it's cute right there. Now I kind of have like a good feel for, you know, how much space I can use and stuff. So now I feel like I can kind of swap back and forth. I want to definitely use more of these. Do I want to use this one, or do I want to bring in another present? I feel like that's very busy if I do that. I'm gonna do that instead. I think that's cute there. I'm gonna come back to these bows. I know there was little ones, but I think these actually are gonna be too big. Yeah, I think they're gonna be too big. How's this one looking? I mean, down here in the corner would be cute. Maybe I can bring it a little bit more up. Or like more centered. I think that's cute like that. Because I can always do the check marks like around here. It doesn't have to be like on those boxes. And I feel like that kind of gave a little bit more balance. So that worked out. Okay, let's see. I feel like something needs to go here, but I don't think I have anything like small enough to go here. I guess that would like make sense, you know? I know this cuts into my to-do list, but I want to add that there. So I am going to add that there. I'm going to add lines in these boxes really quick before I like completely forget about that. All right, so that looks good. Let's see, can I maybe bring this in here? Maybe like that? Yeah, I feel like that kind of like ties in, but it's still like separated enough. And I think that's really all I can bring in without just kind of being like a little overkill. Because I know that I can, you know, do that sometimes. Yeah, I think I feel pretty happy. I think I'm gonna leave the favorite moment. I do like to leave that. No, I think it looked better without it in case I need that writing room. I'm gonna bring some boxes in this one as well. I just need to get my wider stencil. Okay, so I accidentally drew on that flower, but that's fine. That wasn't supposed to look like that, but you know what? It's all right. It is what it is. All right, so I think that this spread is looking pretty good. I don't think I can really put anything else. I mean, I guess I could put some bullet points down here because, you know, I feel the need to be extra like that. So I think I'm going to take some of these and just stick them here. I don't know why I put that one so low. Okay, let's see. Let's put that there. I only have 4 left of this color, so I'm only going to do 4 of them. I mean, I guess for funsies, I can put a box down here, right? I don't know. Does that like look random? It kind of does, but I'm gonna leave it because I have it. I have the box, so I'm gonna leave it there because I can. All right, let's see. I think that this spread is done. Let's go ahead and get it into the planner and see how I like it. Alrighty, so here is the spread back in the planner. It is just super cute and fun. I love Valentine's Day stickers. I can't wait to use them and then start getting ready for spring. I'm so excited. So hopefully you guys like this video. Hopefully you guys like this spread. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not, but you would like to be, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so you can see more of my future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.